don't know what it's doing. I've never seen this before. Two different stress tests are like, yep, 87%. That's all you get. The good news is that CPU package power consumption is actually pretty consistent at around 140 to 145, 150 watts. So as long as it's running the same, it doesn't really matter. So I guess we are just going to roll with it. Let's go ahead and unbox our Banggood.com water cooling kit. Oh, man, this is the kind of thing that you just cannot predict will go wrong. Do you want me to lower this at all, Vernon, or is it all good? Don't lower it? Oh, that's something back. It looks like it comes with 3 fans, even though it's a dual radiator. Why don't we start with that? Start with the most obvious thing. So any water cooling kit, all-in-one or custom, is going to come with a few fundamental parts. One,
yeah, look at that. Even wearing my quarantine shirt.
To take the thermal energy that's pulled by the water from your CPU and dissipate it to the surrounding.
How appropriate.
That's right, folks. At the end of the day, fundamentally, everything is air cooled. Unless it's space change cooling, in which case, that's now, something I'm sort of curious about is what materials this radiator is made of. So you can see we've got a pretty dense thin arrangement here, which will probably perform best with
Got a lot of cans.
With that said, what they've done to combat that is they put a really large gap in here. So it's actually hard to button that out. So I'm not going to take off a ton of marks here. What I would take a ton of marks off for is if this thing is not made of. So you guys aren't going to get a great look at this, I don't think. Can you get right down the middle of that thing? Point is, there's no copper color. There's no brass color. This is clearly an aluminum radiator. I was pretty sure just picking it up. Like it's super crazy light. Yeah. So at the very least, what I would recommend is that an aluminum radiator, and if we had any copper components in here, is using some kind of anti-corrosive additive. And I shouldn't have really used the word recommend because I don't recommend it. That's a bad idea. Mixing metals is super rotten time. All right, there you go. There's our radiator mounting hardware. Next up, oh wow. So I guess I'm making an assumption here that these are actually real, but so this thing should look pretty cool if nothing else. I was expecting like no name like Gate Blue fans or something like that. Really quiet. I'm actually not sure though if that's on how board is means and I have no Molex harnesses plugged into this other board right now, so I can't double check that. But I was allowing Corsair to use their own management. We're just gonna kind of see how loud it gets, whether it works. There you go. It'll be an apples to apples comparison. All right, let's see what's in our next box. Actually, let's do this one first. Yep, I'm pretty sure it's another one. This one's the same box as the fans, but it has something else inside. Oh! Okay. So this seems to be kind of an oddball size of tubing. It doesn't look like 1/4-inch tubing. That's a little bit bigger, but it's certainly not 3/8. I think I'll borrow the tape measure from James. Hey, James! Hey, James Stride. Hey, Alex. Can you throw something at James? Cool, thank you. You didn't know? Oh, I thought you were going to actually throw.
12:30.
Really interesting.
Quarantine. Time for a beer.
Oh! Sorry, just to finish that thought. So I'm expecting that these might actually perform reasonably decently. One concern that I have immediately is that they are copper blocks. So while it's a lot better to have the copper be down evenly what Smith did, the extra value, have a copper base with the block right physically attached to it. This is still not a recommended configuration. So yeah, what's interesting here though is that they've got a CD block, so that's where you've got your fittings sticking out like this, but they also included the TPU block. So these used to be all the rage back, I don't know, 12 years ago, before full cover blocks got, I would say, more affordable because they did. People just started accepting that if you wanted to water cool your graphics card, you needed a full cover block because video cards got so many other components on them over that sort of 2 years ago that needed cooling aside from the GPU that by the time you bought, actually this is great examples. So by the time you bought a whole whack of SwiftTech MC14s, like little heat sinks, to cover your RAM modules, or MC21s. So these are little heat sinks to cool your VRMs. By the time you did all of this, and then you still needed to point a fan at it, you were spending a bunch of additional money, and you weren't getting one of the key benefits of water cooling, which is quiet. You're trying to eliminate fans, not add them. So people kind of abandoned these. You still can use them, but just note that you probably want to get like a little bracket or something to point a fan, like a pretty strong one, probably not something as quiet as this, directly at your GPU to make sure that you're getting out of control. So we're not going to install this today. Also partly because it wouldn't then be an apples to apples comparison against our AIO, which does not have. So in terms of the construction here, standard sort of thickness copper base, pre-applied protective cover. It's hard to evaluate flatness like this. I would go ahead and say that it's not incredibly flat though. So if you can see any distortion in the reflection of something off of it, that's where you'll see if it has any kind of bowing to it. With that said, again, about 10 years ago, it became standard practice to slightly blow out the center of the block. So once you tighten it down, it actually flattens onto a flat IHS. But again, maybe I'm just not giving them enough credit. Mounting hardware-wise, here's some thermal compound. We're not going to use this.
I haven't been speaking much because there's no one typing in the chat, so I'm just watching TV. Bored, quarantine
We're
style.
not going to use that. We're going to use the same thermal pad that we're using.
Well, I'm watching YouTube, not actually watching TV.
I would say though that
But it's on a TV.
For Surf Cooler, because I sincerely doubt that this stuff performs as well as the probably tier 1 thermal paste that Corsair uses. All right. So there's our CPU block and mount. It's very rudimentary. What else we got here? This weighs a fair bit. This has got to be fun.
Plug this thing in so it doesn't die.
It is. This is another thing that I would consider to be a likely advantage for the Corsairs of the world. This pump is off-brand even for a Chinese pump. Like it doesn't have like, you know, Changhong Electronics on here. Like it has no markings on it whatsoever. Just a Molex lead with some basic sleeving on it sticking out of the back.
All right, now we got power.
And then they've gone ahead and they put a plexi top on it. So it looks like whoever's making this kit is just sourcing
Oh, hey, Bianca.
these pumps. And then
Not much, man. I'm just kind of losing my mind here. This is a regular weekend for me, so this is like it's not even like extra time off. I'm just this is I don't know.
Both got the same kind of markets that we had signed here. Hard to say. Very hard to say.
How are things going with you?
All right.
How's your dad doing?
Hopefully this is as fun for you guys as it is.
It's been a minute since I've seen him.
I'm actually having a blast. This, as I predicted, is our reservoir. So for those just tuning in, what's remarkable about this kit is that it's just $80. So that's actually cheaper than the dual 120 millimeter AIO liquid cooler that I have back here, and price competitive with something like a high-end.
Val's inside doing the same thing. She's working from home today because it's Monday. So she actually has a Monday through Friday job, so she's working right now. She's in the living room watching Mad Men, most likely, while she's working from home. That's good. So it came back negative. He just had an actual cold.
This is actually these are decent things. I was half expecting them to be made of aluminum because the radiator was made of aluminum, but they're not. Also curious is that they appear to have included more of them than they actually. Oh right, because I'm not installing it.
This whole COVID thing is making people crazy. So if he got tested, I mean, it came back negative, right? Because you would have just said he had it, but you said he had a cold. That is good. Yeah, see, I think it was back in, I can't remember if it was last year or if it was this year, but I got sick too, either right in the beginning of this year or late last year. I got sick, and I remember having a fever for several days, and it was up there. I had like 101 fever one day, but it was consistently 100 degrees for like 3 days, and I didn't have a cough or I wasn't congested that I remember, but I remember having like a headache and just a fever, gnarly fever. So it was hard to sleep because fever dreams are weird. So I've even heard people saying that, oh yeah, like COVID has been around since last year and blah blah blah. People have already had it, and I don't know. It's strange to me how they're saying that like, oh, this came around so long ago, but nobody was making a big deal about it. I don't know. I'm not going to get into my conspiracy theories on that because this is not the Grim 86 show. This is just my personal. And no, I did not make that for the quarantine. This is our old airsoft team uniform, I guess, t-shirt. Yeah, right. Everyone's got their personal conspiracy theories. Yeah, I just didn't want to make it like, if you want to hear me rant about the government, I have a whole other channel for that. I'm not going to muddy this up. This is just for friends and for funsies. We should be doing a live stream today. I think me and Johnny are going to get together and do the same thing we did last week. No Chris today, I believe. So it should just be the two of us. Got a helicopter in the sky. Give me 1 second. We'll get my radio. I'll be right back.
Like I said, that's 17 minutes. I've been talking for that long.
Went to grab my radio. These things were super active yesterday. There were some, I guess, some kids. They sounded like kids. They were on Channel 3 yesterday talking about flying a kite and whatnot. So we were assuming they're probably down at the park and, you know, messing around. It was later in the evening. And it was it was funny. There's probably like 4 or 5 people all on Channel 5. It was me and or Channel 3, me and my dad, because he's just down the street. He can hear pretty much everything that I can hear with these radios. There was at least 2 kids that were talking to each other. They were in a party, and then there was a third guy that was just saying random stuff. It was pretty funny. Why would they fly so low around your house over there? That's not part of the landing pattern or anything, right? Because because the outlets are a couple exits down from you, or at least, 1 exit down, 2 exits. Did you see what kind of helicopter was it? Was it the CalStar, or was it a police helicopter, news helicopter? What kind of radio do you have? Do you have one of these little Bailfang ones that we got? Brandon MB5. Oh, I know, baby. Doing that quarantine chat. Well, we're starting to feel the effects of the Amazon worker shortage right now too, because we ordered more of these, and like we've gotten, I don't know, my folks have gotten probably like 8 of them in the past like 2 months. And then me at my place, girlfriend ordered 4. We got them all immediately, but now we ordered we found out that like when you order these things, there's a specific set of antennas that they come with, whereas this one is the better one. Then there's one that's like medium length that's just as good pretty much. And there's one that's like a little tiny bit shorter, and it's dog shit. So it's hard. You order these things, and like the pictures that are on Amazon, because these are definitely from China, like they're just stock images. So they're not affixed. So like the picture may show a specific antenna, but then you get it and it's got the different one. And so you have to order the right one. I don't know. Long story short, you can buy this antenna in a 5-pack for like $11. And then I also ordered a 28-inch blade antenna that's like foldable. So you fold it in half. And then if you have it like on your backpack on a pack or something, you can pull the Velcro and it'll flip out almost 30 inches tall and kind of stand up in the air. So if you're doing field shit or you're out in the sticks or whatever, you can have a longer antenna and a smaller package. It's kind of cool.
Hey, Alex.
No, man, I have not heard from Ben. I mean, it's our weekend right now. We know, like, so Andrew's the one that has been talking with Ben mainly. Like, Ben has a group chat with me and him because it's just me and Andrew are the only 2 that are working right now. But yeah, I mean, I haven't heard anything past the initial, we're shut down for 2 weeks, but then like obviously that's been extended. So I don't know. I'm just playing it by ear, man. You got a Uniden Bearcat. Okay, yeah, those units. So your Uniden one, probably, I bet you can do encryptions on yours too, right, Bianca? Can you do like channel 1.1, channel 1.2, channel 1.3, that kind of stuff? You can have the double channels on your channel. Is that correct?
Well, I don't think that's the problem. I think it's actually the thing that they did for this expansion. I actually like this
Either way, though, these ones are kind of cool because you can program these. Like I have a program on my computer, an application that I can put in the frequencies, because these things they're cool. Like you can have it all programmed where it just says like the frequency that I'm on, CHP or the FR or what have you. But if you hit this button here, you can actually see the frequency numbers, and like that's if you have a ham radio license or you know anything about ham radios or CB radios, these are the frequencies. You can actually edit them and dial them in very specifically. But in my program, instead of showing all the numbers, I have it just show a code or whatever I type in, so I know what channel I'm on. Because memorizing all those frequencies is insane. But the cool thing is that if I jump down to my second bank here, I can actually hit the scan button and it'll scan through multiple channels. Police dispatch, local fire dispatch, the police tactical 1, tactical 2, and then also the CHP 1 and CHP 2 channels that I was able to find. Scanning all those, nothing happening right now. I don't hear any sirens. I'm not expecting anything to happen, but yeah, we'll leave it on. We'll see if it pops up. Oh, look at that. Dispatch already.
Exit and copy
Yeah. Program the frequencies into it and it scans them and taps into whatever audio time. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so yours is scannable too. That's pretty cool. But you can, so is yours is it a police scanner or is it a radio? Can you talk on it? Excuse me, Jesus. I have one beer and I get the burps. Not even one beer. Not even finished with it yet. Brandon, what's going on with you, man? What are you doing on this fine quarantine Monday? Beautiful day outside. Okay. So yours is probably Uniden sounds like it. I know that brand, and I think it's because my dad has had those scanners before. But yeah, his you can't talk on. I know that. But these ones, like this is a two-way radio. Like I had to make it so that the transmit button doesn't work on those channels because by default it does, and that's kind of scary. I mean, there's really no way they can like triangulate you or whatever. But I don't know. I'm not trying to invite that kind of consequence into my life talking on the fucking police stations. Engine 49 available. Oh, hang on. Johnny messaged me.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, well, it's so a scanner is a scanner, right? It's just it's a receiver only. It's not a transmitter. But these are two. Like you can talk and you can receive on these things, which is kind of cool. So you can program them. Like anything, right? If it's a frequency I can program on mine, you can program it on yours. We can talk to each other. I looked up what the FRS frequencies are.
2066, right? Are we still on 2066 bits? Luckily, our Corsair radiator. So in terms of noise level, Corsair does such a good job managing thermals and noise.
Which security cameras do you have, Bianca? You have the Arlo out there at your place, right?
So I'm happy about that because I think in terms of noise level, it's going to be comparable.
Maybe we could talk about that today on the live stream, security cameras, and kind of go into detail. Because that's actually pretty good because we could start, yeah, maybe we could do that. Let me get my notebook really fast. It's not a diary, all right?
Wow. Did not think of this. Uh-oh. Has the whole alignment. site yet. But it doesn't have the mounting adapter that you need.
All right. Yeah, we'll say that today. It's a journal. Pilot home. We have a wired system for the yard. NVMS 7000. Night vision monitoring system, probably. It's probably a Lorax or something like that. Okay, yeah, the wired systems are cool. The one thing I'll say about the wired systems, when I've installed them, they take like an unprecedented amount of prep when you're running wires through attics and shit like that and punching through walls. But I will say that like hooking them up has been absolutely easier than any of the wireless setups, because every DVR that I've gotten and you run those wires in, as soon as you power everything up, all the cameras have just worked. Always work. Whereas the Wi-Fi ones, you run into all the inherent problems you have with Wi-Fi connectivity in specific areas. And I heard that like Ring is working specifically with no, not Ring. Nest is working specifically with like law enforcement to, they give law enforcement agencies open access to your surveillance or something like that. So I don't know. We have to look into that.
You're firing and 49 is returning sunrise.
You guys' internet. Who do you have out there? You're just on the outskirts of town. Like, you have to be able to get decent internet out there. Who's your internet provider?
48.
Yeah, give me a new hat, man. Come on, do it. I got this one from the dude who was a buddy of mine, Justin. He was working for Forrest at the time, I think. And gave me this hat. It's a nice flex fit hat. I like it. Tell me this, Bianca. Do you know if you have an aftermarket router, or do you have the one from Charter? Are you renting the one from them? And if you are renting from them, do you have the most recent version? Because if you're renting from them, the most recent version that they're using is a brand called Sagecom, and it looks like a tower. It's tall and it's black and it's tapered in the middle, kind of like a Coke bottle. And yeah, those ones, it's a dual band. It does AC, wireless, 5G. It's crazy. They're really good. Are you ready for a whole story? Yeah, hey, we got nothing else to do. I'm not on a time budget. Tell me your story. Type me a novel. I will read it. Yeah, Spectrum, though, around here, Spectrum is the best you can have. Don't run any issues internet here. Okay. Yeah, see, if you're streaming on multiple devices at once, like you have to realize that like people don't understand how much bandwidth streaming takes versus something like gaming or something like that. Yeah, it's a lot. Charter is cable, yes. Yeah, Charter. So Charter is now Spectrum, and I kind of got it from the horse's mouth on this one. I heard it was one of the Charter employees kind of explained it to me. I think Time Warner bought Spectrum, and so Time Warner owned Charter, and then now they're all under one and they're all going by Spectrum. So like Charter has kind of been rebranded into Spectrum, but it's the same infrastructure, just with a new company now that owns it. Or actually, no, same company that owns it, because Time Warner owned Charter, who bought Spectrum and is now using that name under their infrastructure. Yeah, I think that's how it went. So it's still Charter, but it's under Spectrum name. But with that changeover to the Spectrum name, I've noticed a huge increase in their amount of support. Every time I've called Spectrum and had to deal with their activation process or troubleshooting process, it's been phenomenal. They sound like they have local offices now that are native to the US, which is a huge creature comfort for some people. I don't care about talking to people in other parts of the world that have different accents. It doesn't scare me or whatever. But for those people who want to hear, hey, y'all had to when you pick up the fucking support line, then they nailed it now. Internet to the shop. We use our internet from the house to the shop, and we switch. We drop the line right to the shop. There you go. That's a good idea, though. We used to use Verizon. Limited. So you actually have two routers then. Routers playing internet to the house from the shop through Spectrum. Okay. So you have your modem in the shop, those access points. Johnny on Facebook right now as well. I was just asking if so your setup is your cable line goes into your shop where you have your modem and then a router, right? And then you have your house router then connected off of that router with a hard line. I'm sorry about the buffering. I'm pushing the limits of my own router at this point. Help keep all the devices that they are attached to organized. But when you have two devices trying to do that same thing, you run into network conflict errors. So what happens is you'll end up with two devices on the same network because they're technically a network, right? They have the same IP address, and so they run into conflicts that way. And then you also run into issues where you can't access machines from one router to another. So that we call them being blind to each other. So everything that's connected to those individual routers, those devices can only see what's on that router. They can't jump through that hard line and see what's on the other router because of the something called DHCP, which is stopping. It's basically reassigning the numbers to all the devices on the other side of that router. So they don't really know how to play well with each other. But if you're not trying to do file sharing or transferring, or you're not trying to remote access the different machines from different, it doesn't really matter. I'm making it way more complicated than it needs to be. If it works, it works. It's great. I would have tried to extend it maybe, or I would have just put a switch in your house, or wired everything. I might have done it a little differently myself. They said a regular router would work. Okay, so like I know, from what I know, maybe they didn't understand how far away the shop was from the house. Like I know it's a straight line, but I don't know. Like Wi-Fi, it's fickle. It doesn't. I don't know. Wireless radios where they have like receivers and transmitters where you have to aim them line of sight of each other, and they use some proprietary technology to make that connection. But it's not like you couldn't just stand in the middle of those two things and then just get internet. Like there's something proprietary that they have to convert it back into regular Wi-Fi that you can use afterwards. Checking the Facebook real quick, see if anybody said what's up. Nope. Nobody cares. So it's hardwired to the house and the house router. Okay. Wi-Fi and the shop has hardwire and its own Wi-Fi. Yeah, okay. That's what I figured. Yeah, no, I'd love to come out and check it out. If nothing else, this is just the nerd inside me. It's like I just kind of want to see how you have it set up, and then just I don't know. It's like it's appreciating someone else's fucking custom car that they built. You know what I mean? It's like even if it isn't the way you would have done it, you can still find a way to appreciate it. You know? That's the kind of geek I am, anyway.
This is not working. Ow. Yes, I know you're supposed to do fires. I was hoping to do it with my hands.
So I have this little there's a rose bush right here. Well, it's not a rose bush, but there's a robin that made an egg or made a nest in it right up here. See if you can see it. Right there. Parents are doing great. They're doing just fine. I was over there yesterday, just saying hello to them. Went over there to have a couple beers with my dad and whatnot. I still go over there and see them every couple of days because they've got more of these radios coming in, and I'm the guy who programs them. So I'll go over there with my computer, with this computer, and I'll program them real quick for them. And when she comes back, I'll have her say hi to you. She might be in the middle of a meeting, so we'll see. Bianca.
Oh.
It's like, wow. And an awesome shirt. And so far, I got Phoenix and Bianca in here. Brandon from work chimed in for a second, but I haven't seen him since. But yeah, folks are doing good. Glad to hear your dad's doing well. Yeah, I see him every couple of days. You know, we check in. Plus, like we have each other all on we're all on channel 3. So if you guys get a radio and you can get on channel 3, you can see if it'll reach out here. Phoenix says hi too.
I waved.
Look at that. As soon as she gets on the camera, another viewer pops up. 3:30? Sure, man. Cool. Yeah. So long story short, they're doing good. They're doing good. The kitchen's coming together pretty nicely over there. Obviously we ran into a huge roadblock with a quarantine, right? But before that, they kind of hit a roadblock with the guy that's supposed to do the floors. They have all the appliances in. They have all the countertops in. All the tile work is done. Water, everything good. No floor. It's just on the foundation. Like they got like that thick black. It's almost like it comes in like rolls of butcher paper, but it's like thick like construction paper, and they just have it taped down to the floor because like the foundation or the bottommost floor of the house underneath the hardwood is all slats, and they have like quartering it, no carpet or anything. The fucking underside of the house, which is cold as shit, just permeates through. So they had to put something down on top of it to kind of keep the heat in the house. It's crazy though, man. It's crazy to go over there and see like my whole life of everything that was in that house that we had to get out of in like a garage and then in like pop tents and a couple of trailers and shit. It's like my dad's and mom's whole life just fucking crammed into the smallest space they could possibly get into. They're making do though. You guys know when they will be listening to the old house. I don't mind talking about that on here because this is just my personal channel and there are 3 people watching. I don't know. That's the short answer. I don't know. And it being with the way that everything is now, with everything being kind of put on hold, I mean, shit, we probably got another month at this point because we still have to get stuff. Not necessarily we have to get stuff out of that old house. We still have to make sure that all of the structures surrounding it are removed in accordance to whatever the fuck real estate people said what. That's all I know. That's all that they're telling me. They're not keeping me very well informed, and I don't really care. I just want it to be done at this point. Like, this is not like I'm not getting anything out of this. You know what I mean? I just want it to be over so that my folks don't have to fucking worry about it anymore because this is stressful. But as it stands right now, we still technically own it. If you decide you were driving by one day and you just wanted to fucking pull in there and give it a look-see, I'm not going to stop you. All right, Phoenix, we'll see you soon. Yeah, the shack. We were trying to get him to take the shack because it looked like he had a spot that he could maybe put it. And because your dad and my dad had worked together at the time when that was all the posters of all the girls and stuff. I remember being a child and sitting in there and eating lunch, a salami sandwich that my dad had made for us for lunch that day. I went to work with him. And couple of the work buddies sitting around. Your dad might have been there. Might have been guys like PJ, Brian Driscoll, Pete Burge. Yeah, there's all the guys they used to work with, right? All guys that are father figures to us, really. And yeah, damn. Sad that it's gone. I thought your dad did take it. He didn't take it, huh? Yeah, I forget that I am a couple years older than you in some cases. Time flies, man. Time flies.
Chevy at a San Jose left the Corellas.
Yeah, that would have been sick because like I mean I don't know what you would have done with it other than like it could have been just a little shack for storage, but I don't know, man. It was my little brother's smoking hut for the longest time, so there's probably going to be some odor in there. $6 years? So you're like Krista's age then? No, Movis's age. I'm like, how many siblings do I have? Yes, you're Movis's age-ish. Are you laughing at me? I can't count for shit already. And then we start talking about like I got 3 siblings and we're all like, no, he's 27. Yeah, I think he's 27. I can't math. Yeah, that would have been kind of cool. I have to ask my dad what he did with it. I'll see if he comes back on the radio here. Check this out. Hey, how about a Beer Runner Channel 3? You got your ears on?
water and the rest of this.
Come on, Chris, you got me.
All right, cool. Hey, I got a quick question for you. What happens with the shack? What's going to happen with that thing, or what did happen to it?
You're in lumber shack?
Yeah, that one.
I
I'm on YouTube right now doing a live stream, and I got Bianca Fertino talking to me, and we were just talking about that, reminiscing about how we tried to get her dad to take it.
Yeah, it's too late now. I did tell him he had a last chance, but he didn't want to take it, so I'm good with that.
It is what it is. All right, cool. I'll catch you on the flip-flop. We gone.
Bye.
Hockey trying to get on Morales FM Channel 3. Yeah, dude, do it. It's great. It's just like if you have any radio that like has sequential channels, 1 through 14, I think they are, Channel 3, get on there. But if you have one that has the sub channels where you can do like 3-1, 3-2, 3-3, put it on 3-0, and that should be 3. Cheers, Steven. You don't have to. That's all we got excited that there were children talking about flying a kite yesterday. That's how bored we are. We were like, oh shit, we're gonna talk some shit to these kids. It was awesome. I'm watching. So I watched this guy on YouTube, Linus. He does Linus Tech Tips, and he is building something right now, and it's causing a headache. And it's just it's funny to watch him go through like the many moments that I've been through building computers, where he just like puts his head down on the table. It happens. There's a high-speed chase on Friday in church and got super jazzed. I didn't hear anything about that. I can't believe more people don't have these. Like they're like $35.
There's trucks here with the trailer, and the truck was unlocked. I have access to it, but no key.
That's dispatch. So they found a truck that was unlocked with no key. Whatever. I know, it was fun. It's fun to have. Super Johnny said, yeah, okay. Remedy 6, yeah, you got it. All right, let me 1 second here. I'm just gonna tab over to Facebook, and I'm gonna put a post that we're gonna go live on Grim 86. It's gonna be at 3:30 today. Making a post about the podcast. All right. PDT or PST?
He's on his way, and I'm sure we're going to get
Winter.
more. Go ahead.
Okay, we're PDT right now, I believe. I'm the only one that gives a shit about that.
Great. Can you look up the arrest from All Pro the other day? You transported them?
go. So I think we are in daylight savings time currently. So right now it's PDT, not PST. In case you were wondering. Picked this thing up the other day. I think I showed this already, but I got this at Big Five for fucking $8. It was on clearance. A little karambit. I like it. It's all one piece of metal too. I kind of dig that. You know, it's an M-Tech though. Like, whoop-de-doo, right? But yeah, it is what it is. I like it. A little cheap little backpacking karambit. I can drop down. I like that it came with a hard case that like it has a nice lock in there, so you can carry it reverse if you wanted to. Pull it down and out. Pretty sick. Little karambit. These things are pretty slick. Well, I guess I'm gonna have another beer.
Oh, I've never been so happy to see a new issue fixed.
Hang on, there is like a commotion out here. I'm gonna go see what the fuck all this noise is.
So, what we got on the bench
It's the city of Gilroy. They got something going on out there. Looks like they're snaking a manhole or something. They got the big truck with the fucking orange tube spool thing on the front of it. Doing something. Okay.
Clear current 2004. I'm gonna cut from Jeep out of
I'm gonna play this video really quick.
Copy, that's great.
I make me laugh. What can I say?
Copy, that is clear. Expired 1/8/20 on the 2004 Mercedes. Yellow, first of Logan, out of Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh in Gilroy?
9068.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, hang on one second. Let me make sure. I'm gonna go share that post that we just did. YouTube live P30, more quarantine stream goodness. Okay, actually, let's go ahead and share that.
I think it's a little late. Why is this guy hosting? All right.
Crap on the property last summer here from Tennessee.
Yeah, can go left.
All right, you're gonna need to be more specific because what because what you just wrote is. Bianca, you're gonna have to help me out here. Oh. I see. But it was like a question? I don't know. Okay. Okay. God, it sure is nice out today. Tennessee. I don't know how to spell it either. It's funny because like Google owns YouTube and your chat box. Nope. No. Here's the thing. That is the kind of shit that I consume. Like, whatever. It's stupid. I've seen a couple of the little things like the gifs, or not gifs, but the short clips. The guy comes out, he's like, I'm broke as shit. I've had kinky sex, and I'm not going to wear a fucking suit. Like, I was like, I already like this guy. You know what I mean? Like, I can relate to him on some level. Mostly the broke as shit part.
Chestnut automatically.
All right. I hate when they do that. That's always the fire dispatch. They make those stupid tones.
Church Street, 7550 Church across the fifth floor. The page is out of my registered sign medical aid, 7550 Church, 7550 Church. Can if I could do it, 13.
Holy shit, that's right next to my old house. I'm pulling up a street view for you guys right now. I will put it in the chat. This is what just came through. This is where there is something going on. Is it too long for me to send? Okay. Really? Okay, so Google is not doing their fucking URL shortener anymore. I don't want to create an account for this. I would just like to have the fucking thing. What? Owly? I have to sign in. Almost, it doesn't even matter at this point. I can't find a URL shortener, and it's. There we go. Short URL.at. Look at that shit. That easy. Jesus. That's someone I realized I need to move to Oklahoma. I mean, you still could make a reaction video. It'd be pretty awesome. Yeah, so here's the thing. Normally, like, I would just, it's like Game of Thrones, right? Where it's like everyone's watching it, everyone loves it, it's so great, it's so this. And like my natural reaction is to just say, fuck that, I'm not gonna watch it, I'm not gonna consume it. It's infecting everybody's minds. But hey, this time around, I don't want to be left behind. I want to watch that shit. Also, because what I've seen seems very interesting. The memes are fire. The fucking short clips are fire. Everything about it is hilarious. So, like, I'm gonna be entertained. I get it. I just got to get around to when you say it in your head that I'm gonna spend the next 6 or 8 hours watching this, you feel like garbage. But if you're like, well, I'm gonna check it out and kind of see where it goes, and you watch like a half hour and then you spend 6 hours on the couch, you don't really feel as bad. For me, I'm in the stage where I know it's already going to be 6, 8 hours of me sitting there watching the shit. So it's hard to commit to something like that. I have a commitment problem. We don't deserve them. We're not worthy. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that it's gonna be. Something gets hyped up as much as this. It makes me deep down inside. There's something that's just like, well, no, I'm not gonna fucking watch it then. Like everyone thinks it's so cool. Well, now guess who's the cool guy for not giving a shit? Bing, this guy. I get it. It's not how it is, but it is what it is. I'm gonna watch it. It's just like I said. It's hard to like just admit and come to peace with that you're gonna sit on the fucking couch for 8 hours and watch some shit like that. Did you see my quarantine shirt, Phoenix? You see this shit? Quarantine. So a buddy of mine yesterday was having a virtual happy hour with some of his friends from work, and I think that's awesome. Yeah, kind of. We all have those friends, right? Like we all have those friends that like you would go to for a recommendation, and then you would always take a recommendation if they just randomly gave it to you. I was text chatting back and forth with my buddy Phil last night, and he had mentioned me in a comment on Facebook that was this band that we really like, As I Lay Dying. It was when the lead singer came out of got released from prison. He went to prison for some very heinous things. I'll get into that in a second, but he got out and he released this song called My Own Grave. And amazing. It's great. It came out really good. And he had posted it last night on Facebook being like, man, thank you for showing me this. And like, he was just on a music kick, I could tell. And so I texted him and I sent him some new stuff that I've been listening to. And I've gotten like away from the heavy and more into like this like fucking emo, like metalcore kick nowadays, which is kind of funny. It's entertaining anyway. But I still like the heavy shit. So I was sending him some of this newer stuff that I've been like trying out, listening to, and kind of getting into. Bands that I've listened to before, but bands that I'm trying to listen to more of, like A Day to Remember and like Falling in Reverse and I Would Prevail, Bring Me the Horizon, stuff like that in that like genre. They're a little more complex, but they also they're just not blowing me away. They're just not blowing me away. And I'm like, all right, like I knew. Like it sucks that like when you are that recommendation for somebody and you send them something and they're like, yeah, this doesn't live up to the last thing you recommended me, and you're like, fuck, okay, well, what is he looking for? He wasn't looking for that genre. He wanted something heavier. It needed to be fucking more brutal. So I'm like, all right, so I busted out some Miss May I, and I sent that his way, and that was a guy's like I'd call them metalcore, like straight up metalcore. Sent that his way. He liked that. Sent Attila, because Attila is like straight up metalcore, I would say, borderline hardcore. And yeah, he liked those, but it was like you can kind of see how like it's funny getting recommendations from people who know you, and it's funny like when you want a recommendation from someone who gave you a good recommendation. It's almost like they have a reputation to uphold by giving you another dynamite recommendation. It's all good, Phoenix. Do whatever you can, man. I'm just stoked that you're here chatting. Dude, he's been working on this one machine for how long?
Los Animas, you can stand down to the commercial fire alarm. Los Animas, stand down, false alarm.
Oh shit, sorry, Johnny. I didn't realize you texted me. You're officially ready to file your taxes? Yeah, I did that shit. Money's already spent, bitches.
We'll stick around to see what direction. All right?
This is an hour and a half video. And we're an hour and a half into it. Okay. All right. All right, let's bring up something else. All right, I know what I want to play. Let me play some music here. Da-da-da-da.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I will. I'm gonna spend the next super chat on random. It doesn't actually work that way. It has to be money out of my own pocket.
Music, but I'm streaming it live, right? So fucking who gives a shit? I don't know. You guys probably can't hear it anyway. Be well. Your two English teachers? Is it a very well-worded debate on I'm fucking hilarious. Can I watch? It's so funny. Also, missed your joke because buffering, but I bet it was awesome. Yeah. All right. Well, that's great. So, does that happen often? Is this even like? Is this a bad platform to do live streams on? Because if it's bad and no one's gonna watch it, I don't want to do it. I'm going to use the restroom really quick, so I'll be right back. This is what I'm watching. That was good timing. It's almost like I meant to do that. I'm not sure if it's you or me. It did it when you guys did Grim last week, but I'm on the same computer as last week, so seriously. No, I have a feeling it's not you at all. It's definitely me. I have a decent Wi-Fi connection out here, but it's spotty. So something to be said about if you have the latest hardware from your ISP, your internet service provider. Spectrum in this area has gone through several generations of equipment to get to where they're at now. And unless you have their latest gen equipment, you're not getting the maximum performance out of your Wi-Fi or your internet for that matter. So we have an old gen modem and an old router. Now, I am not the account holder, so me going into the Charter office with that equipment and trying to swap it out might prove problematic. So I've asked my roommate to do it, which he hasn't done yet, but we'll get around to it probably when the office opens back up, if it's not open now. You do rent the modem and router by default from your ISP. In this area anyway, I can't speak to people who are watching this abroad because I'm so popular. But around here, yeah, like you pay like $5 a month for the modem and the router or some shit like that. It's on your bill every month. So the modem, you pretty much, you can buy your own modem if you want to, but the one that they give you is usually good enough for most things. The router, however, their latest gen router is phenomenal, in my opinion. Any aftermarket one that's like a Nighthawk or above is going to be better, but their newest gen router, that tall pillar one that I was talking about, performance-wise for most people, and even intermediate gamers like myself, fine. They're great. They work just perfectly. I gamed on the wireless the entire year that I lived at Johnny's house. I was probably only like a solid 15 feet line of sight from the router, so that helped. But yeah, it still had to go through the garage ceiling to get into my room, and it worked fine. I don't know. I used to talk a lot of shit about people who gamed on wireless, and I've been doing it for a long time now, and it's fine. It's not the same as gaming on a hard line, but it's fine for the most part. My computer's dog shit anyway, so if I don't even get good frame rates, what the fuck's a better internet connection going to do for me? Do you know if Gilroy will ever see Xfinity? I don't think so, ever. I do not think so, ever. So Charter has a monopoly down here in Gilroy. So Charter is now Spectrum, right? So Time Warner, Charter bought Spectrum, and now they're all operating under Spectrum. They have the monopoly around here. Xfinity is Comcast, and Comcast, they have their own areas, which are usually up north, or even south, actually, because they're down in like Carmel and stuff like that. But I don't think they will ever get Xfinity here because of that monopoly. I don't think Charter is willing to divide up their infrastructure or their clientele, and they're just going to keep this monopoly. But I think the good thing is that with enough people understanding that Xfinity is a decent competitor, it's going to force them to keep their prices within the competitive price range as well. Even though we couldn't get Xfinity if we wanted to, I feel like enough uprising, enough uproar, enough petitions, enough free market bullshit, we could kick Spectrum in the ass enough to be like, fuck you guys, we don't want you here, or at least let us pay what we pay for them to get their service or whatever. The thing is that around here, Spectrum, in some of the upgraded infrastructure areas, you can get up to 400 megs a second, which is their fiber connection. 400 megs is a lot. My folks have it just down the street, so I know that I can get it. I just live 3 houses down. I know we could get it here, but I don't need it. Here I am. I'm the person that I use a lot of internet. All right. I got smart things in my house. I got Google Assistants. I got lights. I got a bunch of shit that all runs on the internet. I use a lot of internet. 100 megabits, which around here at peak hours peaks out at like 115. Is fine for most households, unless you're running a server or you have a media center, like between between 10 and 14 upload, which is fine for most things. I don't know. Xfinity is good. I haven't run into any problems with it, but Xfinity is Comcast, and they have that world-class customer support that we've all heard about. So just depends on who you want to get into bed with, I guess. Jesus Christ, I should have my own show. I can just talk about nothing forever. I am a talker. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to like go off on a tirade, but it's like I got a lot to say about things sometimes, and so like I'm just getting it all out. You should. You should do like what's the problem with okay, even if you want to keep your YouTube channel, so like you've noticed that I have this is my personal YouTube channel, and this is for shit like this. Like it's just for fun. This is stuff that I like. I've put videos that I've made. So like I put my sister's engagement party video that I made on this channel, sent it out to my friends. I have airsofting videos. I have tech videos and just random stuff that like is from my own. I have me spraying carb cleaner on the engine of my car to see if the idle changes, just shit like that that I've sent to other people. This is my personal channel. This is what kind of keep for this type of stuff. You could easily make a new Gmail account, make a YouTube account based on that Gmail account with a theme of some sort. If you want me to help you out with like artwork, I'll help you make a profile picture. I'll help you make a banner. We can just look up the resolution for all those things. I can help you make a channel as far as for that artwork and shit with the limited skills that I have. But you should do it. The thing is being a young female, you will have a huge advantage of viewership. Like it'll fucking take off. So if you do something and you can deliver consistent content, you have a very real chance that you could end up monetizing that channel very early. So, I mean, if you look at us, we have like 200 subscribers, not even 200 subscribers. Or maybe we have 200 now on Grim86. Your numbers will shoot up a lot higher than that, a lot faster because of thirsty ass dudes and internet and reasons, right? Well, you can use that to your advantage. You'll be able to easily monetize your channel a lot quicker than I would be able to, and you can actually start bringing in ad revenue because of that. So it's up to you. Would it hurt to try it out? No. Is it kind of scary, like talking, like, or is it kind of scary, like, trying to build an online persona for the first time? A little bit. You'll fall into it. I don't have an online persona. I don't have a character that I play when I'm in front of the camera. So it's different. You can choose to do it a couple of different ways. You can pick a character and you can stay consistent to that. Or this is why I always said I would be a terrible actor, is because I don't really know how to act. I only know how to act a certain way. I only know how to be genuine if it's something that I've been genuine about. I'm a bad actor is what it is. I don't know if I could act like anyone other than myself. So I just am myself the whole time. And I just try to rely on whatever merits that I have that make that entertaining. But yeah, you can do one of two ways. You can just be you, be real, or you can put on a character. You know what I mean? Like, you got to look at like the people, the big people of the internet, like from back when like viral videos were starting. Just look at like Ray William Johnson from Equals3, or you look at Jenna Marble. Those are like big YouTubers, right, from like back in the day that are still known names. They are personas, right? I don't think that they're really like that in real life, but the way I'm talking to you now is how I am in real life. I don't have a character that I'm playing. Their characters made them lots and lots of money, I hope. They were at least internet famous, which was a thing to be said, but that was right around the time when YouTube was starting to monetize videos. So YouTube as a profitability platform, it's out there. You can do it. You just have to have the right content and you have to have followers. That's the hard part. Yeah. Well, so the one thing you have to remember, Bianca, is that the people that you see that are on YouTube that are putting out those channels that are doing it all the time, chances are they've made that their full-time job. So while you still have to work 40 hours a week and you come home to do this as a side project, they don't have a 40-hour a week job anymore. That is their job. So, you know, you got to do the unpaid apprenticeship for a long time before they finally fucking hire you. That's how YouTube works. Luckily, if you're a female, they hire you a lot faster. Yeah, but either way, I mean, being a YouTube creator like would be awesome. I wouldn't even consider like us to be YouTube creators because yeah, we make our videos, we do our podcasts and stuff. And you're right, everybody wants to do a podcast. That is like the of steeple of the millennial demographic is like, I'm gonna get out there, I'm gonna get my voice heard on the guerrilla radio waves. All right, that's exactly what we're doing. Right, I'm talking shit about myself here. But we started doing this like we did the Looney's Entertainment podcast, the Looney Bin Show, came out in 2014, I think. It really sucks. I can't even access my old website because my buddy who used to host it for me, various internet arguments, thinks that I'm a Trump supporter and therefore is not my friend anymore. So I don't have my fucking website that has my archive of all my fucking podcasts on it because this liberal bitch decided he thinks I'm a fucking Trump supporter. Obviously never watched even one fucking episode of my show. Not that I'm upset about it or anything. NRK, what's up, dude? Thank you, Kay, for stopping by. Miss you, bro. It's been a long fucking time since we sat down and had a chat. Kay from Canada. How have you been doing up there, up north, huh? Are you guys dealing with it a little more reasonably than we are? Because down here, people are losing their fucking minds. There's no toilet paper anywhere. Why? How are our friends up north doing during the pandemic? I want to hear from you. Hey, I'm not even offended. I'm not even offended. It is what it is. Like, damn you and your healthcare. I'll be right back. I need another beer. Fucking a Quebec, Quebec, however you want to pronounce it. Fucking awesome. Kay, thanks for showing up, man. I fucking miss you, seriously. Like, you have to realize we never met in person, right? But I've known you for a very long time now. This is like the fifth like home that I've lived at since I've known you. Yeah, but do you feel like it's kind of calmed down now? Like everyone's kind of made peace with the fact that like, all right, we got to stay home. Like big fucking deal. What videos? What videos are you watching? Are you watching my videos on my channel? I don't get it. I don't know what you're trying to tell me something, but I'm not picking up on it. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm sorry. Or those vids. Oh, when we we used to video chat back in the day. Fuck yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hey, shit. I mean, it's all legal now. You missed our live stream last week, but we do a live stream for our the Freedom First podcast. Dude, this dude is fucking shredding on this guitar. Yeah. I didn't realize. Kay, do you know who Lauren Babick is? Babick? I don't know how to pronounce her last name, but she's this. She does like metal covers. She's a vocalist, and she fucking rips, dude. You have to hear her if you haven't already. I don't think it's you, Kay. I think it's me. My Wi-Fi is shitty, so I'm sorry for that. Dude, Chair, I'm gonna link you a video. You got to check it out because she's a fucking beast. I'm gonna show you a video that's her covering "King for a Day" by Pierce the Veil, and she's doing it with a gentleman named Eric July. And Eric July is a libertarian that I also like to follow for political bullshit. You could check him out later, but he's got some cool freedom fucking metal too that he does. He brought in Franz from Attila to come in and drop a verse with him. I'll post both those down here for you. This one is her Pierce the Veil cover with Eric July. Then this one here, holy shit. YouTube wildly inconsistent about their volume levels. Then this one is Eric July's band Backwards, a song about self-ownership. So you can check that out if you want. But yeah, she fucking rips, dude. She's great. She has like, she does King for a Day, and like, she sounds better than the male vocalist that did it originally because she's more raspy than he is, and I like her voice better. It's less effeminate. Like, she's actually heavier than the dude who originally sang it, in my opinion. She fucking tears it up. I love it. Yeah, absolutely. Just put them in your save file, watch later, whatever. You don't have to watch them now. Just for laters, you'd enjoy it, I think. Oh, Angela, arch enemy, she replaced the dude. I'll have to. I don't know if I've arch enemy. I don't know if I've heard. I probably have. You probably showed me them before. What was the other? You showed me this other chick. The Agonist? Was that you? Show me her. Cause she was savage too. But this Lauren chick, she's got like, she's a little more emo, which like I'm kind of on that kick right now. I don't know what it is. I'm like, yeah, the Agonist. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah, no, and she's, and like, I would consider that like straight metal. You know what I mean? Like, it's metal, metalcore, hardcore in some cases. But like Lauren does more. She does like these. They're like emo core covers, I would say. But she has a good metal growl. But yeah. Blondie. Oh, Arch Enemy. I remember her. The chick with the dreads, right? Or she had like cornrows or something. Dark skin. I remember her. Yeah. She's fucking badass. Yeah, and I think I had another friend who was like super into Arch Enemy for a while. You know what band gets a lot of like publicity that I never really got into is Blonde. Everyone is like super stoked about her because she's attractive and all. In this moment, like everyone is super gassed on that, and like every time I hear it, I'm like, this is fucking bro metal, dude. It's like it's Five Finger Death Punch. It's Disturbed. I like those bands, don't get me wrong, but like don't lump them in with like As I Lay Dying or fucking like any of the hardcore bands shit that I listen to. They're not. They're fucking soft as shit in comparison to me. Zeal and Ardor. Okay, I will. It's Kraft dinner. He's fucking it. It's mac and cheese, right? Straight up. Okay. Exactly. Yeah. She's cool and all. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, fucking women screaming, I'm into it. Like, the fucking metal rock out. But it's like, she has a bad scream. I really don't like her scream at all. I'll be honest. I said it. All right. Well, if you got to get out of here, Kay, it was great talking with you. I'm glad you stopped by. Thank you again. I love you. I miss you. I'll catch you on the flip flop. That's right. My phone vibrated, but it didn't do anything. Oh, I got a picture. Yeah, did you not see? It's my quarantine shirt. Check it out. This is like back in the day, right? We had this. You have your individual. So I'm quarantined. I'm wearing a quarantine shirt. This hat making my ears flare out? It is a little bit, right? That's all right. I just look like a fucking dope. Oh shit, she's doing a Shadow Moses cover. Yeah. This chick has more range than I could ever hope for. It's like she's so good. You know, like you ever get a hair up your ass, like you're like, I'm gonna start doing something, right? And you start watching videos to like learn how to do it, whether it's play an instrument or sing or play a game or shoot or do anything, right? And then you see you see people out there that are just like that's what they do and they're fucking experts at it, and it just makes you like, well, I'm never even gonna be close to that, so like why try? You know what I mean? I already can't sing for shit, so like for me to think I could do what she does is already egregious at best. But damn it, and but yeah, like it just seeing someone do something that you admire well is like both a blessing and a curse because you're like it's inspirational in one hand, but it's also like uninspirational. I guess because you're just like, why even try? If this level of success and skill already exists in this platform, why should I even bother tossing my proverbial hat in the fucking bin when I'm never going to get there? I fucking pulled up this goddamn Google Maps earlier to find out where they were responding to. I didn't even look at it. So it's on Church, but what is the closest cross street? Driveway, I think. Here we go. Elderly woman in the bathroom. She hurt her foot and couldn't get up, or something. Poor gal. We chilling. We're on YouTube. We're live. We're drinking beer. Oh, this actually covers all the logo. Ooh. Free market beer. No advertisement. How to frame your profile to increase awareness. I'm not gonna fucking. All right. Facebook says add a frame to your profile to increase awareness. People on Facebook are showing how they're helping slow the spread of coronavirus, COVID-19. The reason why I'm not going to do that is because there's enough fucking fear mongering out there about this goddamn illness. Everyone that I know that's in the healthcare profession, and mind you, I've only spoke to a couple people that I know, but they're all like, hey, like, stay inside, all right, and wash fucking hands. Don't panic buy and go. I'm not putting a frame on my fucking profile picture because this whole thing needs to just fucking be over with already. We get it, all right? We're staying inside until the fucking CDC says we don't have to anymore. But I don't know if you fucking looked outside. There are more people walking their fucking dogs and pushing babies around in fucking carts than I've ever seen before. People are going stir crazy. What do you want us to do? You know? Like, fuck, man.
Copy, just not on a test.
Updated my post on Facebook. Wanted to make sure people knew I'm still live because I ain't got shit else to do. So I'm just doing this to fill the time. We are going to do a Grim 86 live stream today. Johnny and I think Bo is going to be joining us. It's been a long time since we had Bo on the show, so that's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, it is what it is. We're just going to fucking record a little something here and go live. What are we going to do, Jamie? Are we going to record or are we going to go live? We're going to go live is what we're going to do. Dude, I'm just giving Lauren all these fucking views on her channel right now. It's just like YouTube is just automatically just playing the next video and it's all her stuff. I'm like, all right, I can deal with this. I can hang with that. I like it. Yeah, we can't come over and hang out with each other, so this is the alternative. I'm drinking beer. I hope you're drinking beer. I got a fucking big ass fuck off bottle of whiskey too for when the guys get here for the podcast. When Johnny gets here mainly. Bo doesn't drink. Good for him. He got out. Poor bastard. All right, I'm gonna look up Zeal and Ardor because Kay told me to, and you remember earlier when I was talking about how like when you have someone that you expect a dynamite recommendation from and they don't give it to you, you're like, oh man, like you let me down. So this gal gave me this recommendation. I'm gonna take it because she's never once let me down. All right, I'm just gonna put Gravedigger's Chant. We're just gonna pull that one up first. We'll go ahead and play that now. See what goes through here. All right, Kay. I'm trying it out. And she's not in the chat anymore, I don't think, but so let's see. This is Gravedigger's Chant. We're gonna go ahead and check this out. Cool cinematography. They have like it's very short film-esque. Doesn't look like a music video. Whatever. I'm not doing a fucking reaction video. I'm just watching it. Here, I'll post it in chat. That way, at least you guys can watch it at this timestamp if you want. This poor little computer. My God. This is what I'm listening to, right? Very, not what I was expecting, but this could be a one-off. It's dark. It's grim. It's pretty dark. But it's not metal at all. It's definitely like it's got an indie like sound to it. It's good. All right. Not bad. Not bad. And I'm just gonna let that play through. We'll kind of get more of their stuff in here. Not that goddamn loud though. Holy shit. This is way different. This is not something I ever would have picked up without a recommendation. But there's something about it that I like. I don't know. It's not a genre that I would normally listen to. So what's going on now is Devil is Fine. It's twisted. It's cool though. It is what it is. I like it. Anywho. What's up? I got a couple people in the chat here. What's going on? You guys want to say something? Say hello. Say what's up. Just going on lunch. And what a beautiful day today. Not to be a lame. Oh man, no, it is. It's beautiful out today. That's why. So where I'm at right now, I have my backyard is out this way. Be out here and do stuff like this, and it's chill. I just love being outside. First of all. So are you actually working in office right now, Bianca? You're not working from home, or is your office at home? Am I just that dense? I'm not getting what you're putting down here. They have like I don't know how to say it. They have like a southern sound to them. It's cool. It's both. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Bianca, check out these guys that that my friend linked in the chat there. Interesting, to say the least. Oh. But it's going to bring me to like the New York Times or something. Say I can't. Okay. Every time I hear a news bulletin that starts with California Governor Newsom, the hair on the back of my neck stands up. This guy's going to do some more bullshit. All right. That's enough of that. We're not going to get political here. God damn it. So what's up, everybody? We had a couple more people in the chat. No one's chatting, though. Just me? Just me chatting? All right. Those are actually my favorite conversations where I'm the only one talking. True story. You're listening. We got more people in the chat, though, and nobody's talking. It's like, come on. We're here. I got nothing to talk about. So I'm just going to talk about random shit. You guys want me to talk about fucking radios again? God damn it. I guess we're just going to keep going on whatever music tangent we're on here. Let's see. Let me see if I can pull something else up here. Let's do, yeah. Their live version. Yes. Cool. All right, so I'm playing right now. I'm playing this. I'll play it for you guys. I'll link you to it. I'm playing the acoustic version of this one particular song because I really like it. All these guys in concert, fucking amazing. If you haven't heard of Nothing More, check them out. They're pretty good. That's what I'm listening to right now. I got the video up on the TV over here. See, all right. My aunt just posted this thing on Facebook. That's this video, apparently. Man's heartbreaking video shows New York hospital forklift loading dead bodies into truck. This is for real. See, again, another reason why I'm not going to put a fucking picture frame around my profile picture to raise awareness or whatever the fuck. We're aware. Everyone's aware. Any negative shit that you post from now on isn't fucking informative. It's fear-mongering. I know you're trying to help. If you're trying to help, here's some things you can do. All right? You can post positive information on how many cases have been healed from the fucking COVID-19. You can post, I don't know, funny videos of people doing weird things in quarantine because they're bored, like what I'm doing. You can do a tirade of other things that are positive that don't reflect like people don't like the grimness of the situation. We all get it. It's a fucking deadly virus. It's the fucking plague. It's the worst thing that we've seen since, I don't know, H1N1 a couple of years ago. Like we do this every year, people. I don't know why. It's like I'm at my wit's end with some of these folks on the internet, man. I don't understand. Like every time you share something negative that you're trying to increase awareness, or you're trying to make people understand, oh shit, this is as big as we all thought it was, or oh shit, this is bigger than we thought it was. I get it. But like, can you do it tastefully? Can you not make it blatant fear mongering? You post these things that have like death tolls or horribly morbid headlines on your newsfeed. That is all people read. They don't click through and read your fucking article. They read the headline and they go, I got the news. All right. We've all done it, but you have to realize that like, you need to understand that material that you're putting out there is being read by idiots. And so if you're going to put is the headline, they're not clicking through to read your fucking article. They're just like, oh, that's fact, boom, share. And that's how misinformation gets spread. It's like, I could literally make a video that's like in the middle of the video, like a 30-second clip. 15 seconds in, I'm like, fucking kill yourself. And then like that's the whole video. It's just me standing there, kill yourself. And then 30 seconds long. People would just be like, oh, it's just a guy staring at a screen. It's a guy staring at a screen, guy staring at a screen. People don't watch shit. People don't do any research. All they're going to say is they're going to read the headline that says guy staring at screen, and they're going to be like, guy staring at screen, guy staring at screen, guy staring at screen. That's it. Nobody will have any clue that in the middle of that video, I told everyone to go fucking kill themselves, because nobody actually watches it. They just know there's a video of a guy staring at a screen. Or says for real at the end of it. Yeah, right. Yeah, see, it is the for real video. It was this is for real. Scott, I'm not sure, man. I don't know which part you caught me ranting about. This particular thing doesn't have any agenda or meaning. I'm just out here. I'm just drinking on the patio, bud. I'm just bored as shit. I'm trying to keep all the politics out of it, but I got on Facebook for a second. I saw someone post something about the coronavirus, and I just went on a fear-mongering rant for a second. So I had to get that out of my system. I apologize. We're here bored as well. You guys are here stateside now. Well, stateside. You are always stateside. You guys are California side now. I'm led to believe. I'm pretty excited about that, man. And I apologize beforehand for the buffering that you might be getting. It's not you, it's me. I got shit Wi-Fi. Yeah, right. Same, man. I brought up our podcast earlier, talking about how we've been doing this for a long time, and as far as for like recording and making videos and creating content and whatnot. And I kind of made myself a little upset realizing that like our website hasn't been up for a very long time. And actually, yeah, Carol's here too. Cool. There you go. I feel you guys got a couple of laptops and like a couch maybe. It's slowly but surely you guys will get moved in. It's going to be awesome. I'm just stoked that you guys are back here. I hope that your time away was awesome. I mean, you guys decided to move back, and you guys are the only people I know that are moving back to California, and it's a bold move, and I'm glad you're doing it though. I mean, it is what it is. Like you're proving everyone wrong, because like the bubble that we live here in California, everyone thinks, right? And I'm sure you might have before as well. Once you move, you can't ever come back, right? Well, you guys are fucking doing it, and it's awesome. There you go. No, dude, this is great. This is great. Yeah, I'm just out here. I'm chilling on the patio. I just started to boot up a live stream just for the fuck of it. I got Wi-Fi out here that's terrible, but I got my TV up playing YouTube. I'm just watching music videos, and I'm just bullshit. It's virtual happy hour. I wanted to do it, so I'm doing it. So, salute. Oh, I didn't know that, Carol, and I'm sorry. I didn't realize that it was under such circumstances. I apologize if I was insensitive to that. But regardless of the circumstances, I'm glad that this whole thing is just so stupid. Whatever. That's for a different show. Check out these koozies I got, you guys. I got one for both factions because I'm consistent like that. See, and doesn't this kind of go against everything that I preach on the Grim 86 thing? Loyalty. Oh, Johnny wants my address. I'm going to text his ass right now. Boom. Yeah. I gotcha. Yeah, no problem. No, this is cool. This is good. I'm glad. So we're up to 5 viewers now. This is actually really cool. This is the most. I've been doing this for 2 hours and 15 minutes now, and this is the most viewership I've had all day. And this was not meant to be. It's just entertaining. Get in here. We're making a chat room. It's your friends. We're all chatting. We're having a good time. It's just unfortunate that you all have to listen to my dumb ass talk. I feel for you. I really do. I need another beer. Who needs another beer? Anyone? Okay. Whiskey here. I have some whiskey. I got cheap. So here's the thing. You know that when I get into the whiskey, it's usually an interesting evening. I'm not a big hard alcohol drinker. However, I do like whiskey and I like tequila. My whiskey of choice is a bad whiskey. It was the Well whiskey at the local bar here, and I just grew to like it. Seagram's is good. Seagram's is really good. I like Seagram's, but I wouldn't drink it by itself. I'd definitely go 7 and 7 if I had a choice, right? I'll show you what I got. It's in a big ass fuck off plastic bottle, and you're not going to be proud of me, but I'll bring it out. Kessler. No, not yet. I'm gonna wait till the guys get here for the show, and then I'm gonna get into it. because it's gonna be a quick slope down from that. Scott and Carol are in the chat right now. Bianca's back there, I think somewhere. And then there's a couple. Are you watching it on your phone or something?
No, I'm working.
There's 5 people in chat. Only 2 talking.
What is nice out here?
You've never seen it? You had to have seen it. It's weren't you ever a delinquent at some point and drank fucking plastic bottle bullshit? Kessler, it's
It gets you drunk.
yeah, it's not great. It's not great. I mean, by any means. Oh.
Hi, Carol.
Yeah, it's not great by any means, but I mean, it gets the job done. I will tell you that. I don't blame you. I don't blame you. See, when it comes to whiskey, you know, I'm going and they're offering $2 shots. That's usually what it is.
I just solved a problem my engineering team couldn't solve.
Really?
Yeah. They didn't mark a purchase request received. I'm like, guys, you can't move it without saying that the product's here. Like,
It's like a logistics problem. Like they fucking.
there's orders that were outsourced and they didn't mark it received. And I'm like, hard to move an order through the system if you say it's not even here yet.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just throwing on music and like just letting it play, like whatever. So I got a recommendation here from my friend Kay from Canada.
Mm-hmm.
She came in and she's one of my like anarchist like metal friends. So she's like usually shares the same political views, but then also shares like the same musical interests as me. And she's like, check these guys out. And so I put them on and I was like, it's way different than what I was expecting, but they're really good. They have they're called Zeal and Ardor.
Okay.
And they have like this almost like a southerny like
You have to play it with me
like
later.
sound to. Yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll show you a pic on Facebook Messenger. Got it right here. Let me see. No way,
Oh, awesome.
dude.
So
Brick
pizza
oven?
night at your house?
Scott, do you put the fuel
The bottom?
in the bottom, or is that just to hold it and then you put the fuel in the top
Yeah, or is it
with
just
the
storage?
food? That's so sick, dude.
That's awesome.
So like, do you put the fuel in the bottom and you light it down there, or is it just for storage so you can get it dry and then you put it up in with the double doors? Okay, so one thing I will say is, if I think I know how that works, the bottom is for you put the wood down there, coals go in the pit, ashes come
Okay.
out the bottom. Oh, fucking, it's got a drain? That's so sick. Okay. That's badass. And your grandfather built it? That's hella cool.
So cool. I'm so excited to see your guys' place when we get out of this nonsense.
So one thing I will say when it comes to the brick enclosure, the one thing that we've done with my family that's consistent across the couple of brick ovens that we've had is if you can find yourself a piece of railroad tie, the iron, right? You just need a little bit of it. Railroad tie?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I've got a rotisserie hookup too. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, I did. And then I've seen other people do is you get a piece of railroad tie, like as if you can find it anywhere, iron beam, whatever. But you put that on the inside and you kind of just slide it over to the side. And when your fuel is in there heating everything up, that iron rod retains heat way better than the brick does. So you get that rod nice and hot, and then you kind of manage the heat on that piece of iron, and that sort of dictates the heat inside the furnace. So you use that to get a more consistent heat and a longer lasting heat, just because it doesn't, the brick does really good at dispersing it. So that's a little life pro tip. If it's not doing what you guys want it to do right out the gates, but I'm sure it will. It's your grandfather built it. If it works, it works. You don't need any tips. You don't need to change it, whatever. But that's just my 2 cents.
Oh,
You still working?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a big reorder coming in. Mark's sending my help with it.
Okay.
Mainly because we outsourced everything before and now we're not going to. It's
Mhm.
going to be real fun.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, Bo and Johnny should be on their way.
Okay.
We're going to be doing the show in about a half hour, 45 minutes or so, 3:30. Cancel.
I normally work up in San Francisco, but the company that I work for is called Plethora, and they are a CNC machine
I'll
shop.
let you take this.
And we have a factory out in Georgia. The San Francisco office is for R&D, as well as where all like 90% of the sales team is located. So it's all the sales, engineering, and IT. So basic office staff, and then the R&D team with the machines. And then the Georgia facility is huge, and they actually manufacture all the stuff that we get into machines. So we do parts we're considered essential because we actually make parts for medical fields as well as aerospace. Oh, we buffered. Okay. Plethora, CNC machine shop. San Francisco office is basically administration and R&D, so we have a few CNC machines there. And then Georgia, we have our big facility where all the big parts and big machines are running. We're considered essential because we make parts for medical industry as well as aerospace. But, some of the companies actually send supplies up, so we need to keep those people alive. And right now, what I do is I help one specific salesperson go through, and I'm not his receptionist, but that's kind of what it is. I go through and I do his tedious work. So I just had to enter in a whole bunch of quantities into a spreadsheet, and I get to do all the order numbers later when he uploads everything. So I help him. I do the customer service stuff as well, but not as much. I'm slowly getting out of that role. They're going to find a replacement. But yeah, it's interesting. CNC is super crazy. You take a big old block of metal and then machine it down into something that can be put into, like right now we're trying to get some work to help out with the ventilator issue and the shortage. But yeah, it's crazy. My poor machinists out in Georgia are busy as hell, all 10 feet apart instead of the 6, and no doors, aside from essential ones, are closed. So they don't have to touch the handles, and they're still up and running. Bless them. I don't know what you do, Bianca. Oh. God, it is gorgeous out here. Jamie left me alone.
I'm soaking up the sun out here.
I know, it is. It's actually like I can feel the warmth now instead of just see it.
Don't touch me. I'm warm. I'm warm from the sun.
You are warm.
I'm like a solar panel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she doesn't like my trucking hat because it's not her trucking company. She's gonna get me a new hat though.
Oh, nice.
Hey, I made you a shirt, goddammit. But you gotta buy. What a dick. This is a good one.
Yep.
I like the regular version of this better than the acoustic one though.
I don't know that I've heard the acoustic one.
This might not even be the acoustic
No,
one. This actually is
the beginning is like this.
Kind of acoustic. I'll get you and Val some hats, and I'll buy my shirt. You don't have to buy it. I was just giving you a hard time. I had planned to buy that shirt for you. I just this new place cost me fucking over double what I lived at Johnny's place. So it's like I don't have the disposable income I used to have. I don't have any disposable income now. So it is. So used laptop was given to me from a friend. Hey, it's got a webcam doing live streams. Great, nailed it.
This is the acoustic.
Yeah, it is.
And I like the regular version better.
Same Z's.
Still got a lot of feels to it.
Mm-hmm.
don't even have my phone with me.
Oh, you're gonna want that because of works.
Yeah.
You can, if you, like I said, if you want to, Bianca. Like, don't buy it for my sake. But I mean, like, I don't know. It's got your name on it, so it's kind of cool. I think anyway. That shit was so funny, dude. Like in the moment we made that shirt. A sewing machine. Ooh. Maybe. I've got some things. What's from memory? I'm reading through your chat and I'm like, you talking about the shirt still? Anyway, that was funny as shit when you made that shirt. But Carol, thank you. I'll talk to Val about that because I don't know how to sew, but if she does, I'll let her know. Because I have some things that I would like to have repaired. I don't know how to repair them. The website, like I'm not sure if it's the right URL. I don't /Grim86. That's the merch site for the Grim 86 show. So this is not a promotion for it or anything. This is aside from the fact I was just bored and wanted to do this and talk with you guys. But we are going to go live about 3:30, so about a half hour or so, and we're going to do the a Grim 86 live stream. So you guys are welcome to log into whatever shit show that's going to be, which I promise it will be. Every time. It always is. It's for fun.
Especially when there's Kessler involved.
Yeah, I'm going to be drinking whiskey on that show. So, yeah, it's going to be good. Carol said she's got an extra sewing machine.
Oh.
If either of us are in the need of it. I said, I have some things I would like repaired, but I don't know how to sew. I don't know if you know how to sew.
I do know how to sew.
I figured you did.
What kind of sewing machine?
Cheap ass, she said. But I mean, whatever.
It's not like a Swinger or anything?
I was dealing with this one. I had a client. They had a sewing machine called like Jerome. It was almost like it's Jerome, Jarome.
Interesting. I don't
Is the
recognize
name of
that
it?
brand name.
I think that was the name of it. Let me. I'm going to look that up. That was it. Janome.
Oh.
Janome.
I don't recognize that one.
I don't know if it's good or what.
No idea.
I don't know how to sew either, really, but somehow I have two. Yeah, it is what it is.
I'm not well versed in it either. I know how to operate it. Ask me about a fucking bobbin. Couldn't tell you. Have no idea.
Bobbin?
Yeah, a bobbin. I know what it is. It's the part that comes up from underneath.
It's called a bobbin?
Yeah, so the thing that holds the thread in the bottom is called a bobbin.
So, hold on. This is not the Grim 86 show. I can talk about fucking video games all I want, right? Listen to this. So, in the 90s, Lucas Software, before they developed Lucas Entertainment for George Lucas, right? They have the Secret of Monkey Island franchise, which is a franchise of games that were point and click adventure style games, right? Well, while they were developing one of those, there was a spin-off development team on the same company that developed something called Loom. And Loom is another point and click adventure game where it's all about tapestries and music and weaving and things like that. And the fucking kid's name that you play, his name is Bobbin. I didn't know that it was part of a sewing machine.
Yep.
So part of a sewing machine, part of a loom, which is...
I don't know if there's a bobbin on a loom, but they're definitely connected. They were using
But
sewing terms,
yeah.
tapestry terms.
Oh, it's so cool. I never knew that. That's pretty sick. So it says, no idea it's in a box, but it has a foot pedal and it's fairly decent. Probably can't sew anything heavy duty though. She's like, I know that too. Bobbins for the win. Bobbin! Secret of Monkey Island. Dude, right? Dude, okay, so did you play it in its original pixel art form, or did you use the new, like the modern style? Because I know nowadays the remastered version of The Secret of Monkey Island, you can go back and forth between the two. And I just watched a fucking awesome like documentary on The Secret of Monkey Island, and I found out about all kinds of cool shit. So check this out. The hero's name in The Secret of Monkey Island is Guybrush Threepwood is his name. Now, they wanted to have their character be this kind of pompous, not pompous, frilly guy who is like, he wants to be a pirate, right? But he obviously doesn't have like the metal to be a pirate. So they're like, he's gonna make this frilly little dandy guy, right? And so Threepwood is the last name of it was a British show, and the main character's name was something Threepwood, I believe. And then what they did is to make his first name, when they're going through the animations for every like pixel frame, they called them brushes, and they didn't have a name for their character, so they just called him Guy, and so he was a Guy Brush. And so they would put these all together, and they would make all his animations, front, left side, right side, back side, all that sort of stuff to make him be able to animate and walk around through their time. And they would just use the Guy Brush to paint his image in the way that it should be. So they ended up just calling him Guybrush Threepwood. And so he's this this guy who has no business being a pirate, but he wants to be one. And eventually, I don't know, maybe he gets there, maybe he doesn't. Play the game. Foppish is the word. Yes, he is a little foppish, isn't he? I know. See, I figured you guys would appreciate that if no one else. This is like making it real.
I know. I haven't ever seen this.
This is such an emotional song.
Yep. So good though.
I've never seen this.
I haven't either.
Oh, and he hangs it?
Aw. This music video is gonna make me cry, guys.
This is fucked up. Well, it's the fucked up part is that like it's already an emotional song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna pull it up so you guys can also see, hear what we're watching here. Get King's Quest on PlayStation Network. Okay, King's Quest. That wasn't one I ever got into, I don't think. I never got to play the game back in the day. If you're talking about old school point and click adventure, my jam was King's Quest 6. Okay. I never messed with the King's Quest series. I've heard of it, obviously, because the point and click adventure games were really big, like in the late 80s, early 90s. Yeah, Monkey's Island, bro. That's a classic. It's got a dynamite soundtrack. The graphics were state of the art back then for being a pixel art adventure game, and the humor is kooky, and it's great. It's just a great experience. Okay, so they had. I wonder if King's Quest is developed by the same people. Was it a LucasArts game or a Lucas Entertainment? Do you know? Why didn't he answer?
I don't know.
This is blowing me away.
I know.
Does she even know who that is?
I don't think so. Oh, he's hitting that one too. God damn it. This is literally making me tear up.
This is rough. God damn it. All right, don't watch this video, you guys.
It's like heartbreaking.
I posted it, Scott. It's a music video. It's nothing more. It's probably their most like emotional song that I've heard from them. A friend of mine, Misty posted it. She showed it to me because when listening to it, she said it reminded her of me and my dad and like the Clampers and like the whole brotherhood and father son kind of a thing. And then like. And I loved it immediately, but fuck, man, this video is
Rough.
it's tugging at the heartstrings, bro. It really is, but Oh, and I think Sierra made King's Quest 6, which is an early company that ended up working with Valve, and yeah.
Okay.
Can we get a fucking good resolution out of this, please?
Nope.
God damn it.
Just that he was born. God damn it.
That was rough.
That was
I was not ready to feel all those feelings right now. God damn it. Let's try to have a good day here. Son of a bitch. There he is. Bo.
Yep.
We did. We watched it all. It was just rough, man. So we got Bo and Johnny gonna be showing up here real quick. The link you posted. Hang on, I'm trying to find it, Scott. I don't see a link from you. Did you send it to me on Facebook?
Dial up. Hey guys.
What's up? How's it going?
All right.
You're not streaming, right?
I am, yeah.
Dude, off camera.
Yeah, I'll take it down right now. All right, guys. Scott, no, I don't
See a.
your link didn't show up, man. I don't know if YouTube like edited it or some bullshit. Thank you. Send it to me on Facebook. We will watch it. I unfortunately can't give you guys a reaction video because I'm gonna go and take this down because we're about to get started for the Grim 86 show. So
Join us there.
yeah, if you guys like to come back and join us on there, you're more than welcome. If not, hey, it is what it is.
You on the Grim 86?
Oh, I don't know.
See.
We'll see. All right.
Garrett
Bye,
Messenger.
Scott. Bye, Carol.
Thank you, Scott.
Bianca.
Yeah, Bianca, Scott, Carol, Phoenix, everyone who showed up. Brandon, thanks for showing up, everybody. Steven, we'll catch you guys later. And yeah, we'll see you on the next quarantine live stream. And we'll see you in about a half an hour on the Grim 86 Freedom First live stream. Catch you guys later. Peace out.
This is essential.